Welcome to this explainer. Look, today we're diving into a massive, frankly fundamental paradigm shift in tech. We're literally watching AI evolve right in front of our eyes. It's going from a neat little tool you use to help write code into a fully autonomous consumer of your software. If you build digital products, whether you're a dev, a founder, or a product manager, this is absolutely going to change everything for you. Let's kick things off with this incredible quote from our source material. Software engineering has changed more in the last 4 months than it has over the last 40 years. I mean, wow. Think about that for a second. The whole way engineering teams operate, the entire software development lifecycle, is being totally upended, and it's happening at breakneck speed.
So how did we get here? Let's get right into part 1, the age of agents, moving from autocomplete to full autonomy.
To really grasp where we are right now, we've got to look at this staggering timeline. Just 1 year ago, we were basically dealing with advanced autocomplete. You'd write a prompt, get a snippet of code, review it, prompt again. You were the human in the loop, right? Then, fast forward to about 6 months ago, we hit the era of long-running agents that could one-shot entire features over a few minutes. And today, we've got parallel collaborating agents. We went from a smart autocomplete tool to multiple agents running side by side to build whole systems. It's totally flipping the dev lifecycle. In fact, some companies are already seeing the majority of their pull requests generated exactly like this. Which brings us to the anatomy of an agent, or taking the steering wheel away. To wrap our heads around how this autonomy actually works in the wild, let's break down the anatomy of these new agentic coding systems. Basically, we're shifting from a cruise control vibe to fully autonomous driving. In cruise control, you're sitting in the IDE. The AI is helping out, kind of like lane assist, but your hands are still gripping that steering wheel. Fully autonomous, there is no steering wheel. No IDE needed. You're not managing tabs or fixing syntax errors anymore. You just give it the high-level intent, tell it what you want, and the AI builds the whole thing, end to end. Now, the language model by itself just isn't going to cut it here. You actually need all these extra components to build what's called a harness around the LLM. Why? Well, because a brain in a jar can't build a house. It needs a secure runtime so it doesn't accidentally blow up your local machine. It needs tools to actually reach out and touch GitHub or your databases. It needs context, your code base, your product specs, your team wikis, so it actually knows what it's building. And most importantly, it needs automated feedback loops so it can build, test, read its own error logs, and fix its own mistakes, all without you babysitting it. So the big takeaway here is that the LLM is literally just the engine. The harness is the rest of the car that actually gets you from point A to point B. And here's the wild part. Every time a new, smarter model drops, engineers basically have to swap out the engine and build a whole new chassis to support it. It's the specific combination of the raw AI model plus the surrounding harness that unlocks true functional autonomy. All right, moving on to our third point, make something agents want, because we're looking at a brand new type of software consumer. Since these agents are operating entirely on their own now, they're starting to show some seriously surprising behaviors. They aren't just sitting in an existing code base writing functions anymore. They're actively picking out the infrastructure they want to use. Just think about how wild that is for a second. You tell an agent to build an app, and it goes out and autonomously picks the database, chooses the hosting provider, grabs the frameworks, and sets up the email vendors. It's literally making executive architectural decisions for you. And this completely flips the classic Y Combinator startup mantra right on its head. For decades, the golden rule was make something people want. But with software increasingly being built by AI, making something people want just isn't enough anymore. You've got to make something agents want, because very, very soon, there are going to be way more agents out there evaluating your API docs and consuming your software than actual human beings. Check out this quote from our sources. If your product cannot connect to my agent in some way, I'm 1,000 times less likely to use it. That is the immediate, harsh business reality we're facing. If your software is only built for a human clicking around a visual UI, you are actively shutting out the fastest growing user base on the entire internet. So looking at your own product roadmap today, ask yourself, are you building for the user of the past or the user of the future? That leads us perfectly into the registration problem, or what we're calling the missing primitive. So here's the catch. There's a massive roadblock stopping these new agent consumers from actually adopting your software. And the irony here is just incredible. Our current sign-up flows are designed exclusively for humans who can point out crosswalks, bicycles, and traffic lights in a grid. We spent literally decades building these massive digital walls and CAPTCHAs to keep automated traffic out. And now, suddenly, we're locking our absolute best new customers right out of the front door.
Let's break down exactly why our current auth models completely fail for agents. First off, agents don't have traditional email addresses to click verification links, right? They definitely aren't using password managers. If they try to sign up, your web forms are going to instantly flag their rapid IP behavior and block them. And here's the kicker. Even modern, specialized stuff like MCP, the Model Context Protocol, which is the new standard for AI talking to local data, even that fails here. Why? Because it still needs a human sitting at the keyboard to click Approve in an OAuth loop.
So how do we fix it? Let's look at how auth.md works, an open spec for agent signups. Enter the proposed solution. It's a brand new concept designed to totally smash this registration bottleneck, and it's called auth.md. Now, it's super important to note this isn't some rigid, heavy global standard forced on us by a committee. It's actually a really practical set of principles that platforms like Cloudflare and Firecrawl are already piloting. Basically, it acts like a giant signpost, telling an agent exactly how to become a legit, recognized user in your system without getting flagged as a malicious spam bot. Okay, let's demystify some of the heavy jargon here. The core mechanism running this is called the IJJ. Think of it as a cryptographic, fully verified digital hall pass for the agent. It uses standard JSON web tokens to essentially walk up to a server and say, hey, I'm a trusted agent from this specific provider, and my human owner has already been verified. The actual flow? It's beautifully simple. Just 3 automated steps where the agent discovers your app, proves its identity, and instantly grabs a token to start working. Step 1, the agent spots the auth.md file on your site to learn what your service actually does and how to authenticate. Step 2, it hands over that IDJag digital hall pass we just talked about. And step 3, your service verifies the pass and tosses the agent an API key. That's it. 0 humans needed. The bot is in, and it's ready to work.
Finally, let's talk about the end game here. The API is the UI and the future of the software economy.
Fixing this whole registration bottleneck kicks the door wide open for a massive shift in the global software economy. You know how companies spent years trying to become enterprise-ready? Well, the next huge growth vector is becoming agent-ready. This is where agents don't just use your app, they actually transact and exchange real financial value. Right now, we're just solving the sign-up piece. But the very near-term reality is an economy where an agent autonomously evaluates your SaaS tool, signs up, throws down a corporate credit card, and consumes resources 24/7, all without a human ever logging in.
And even the legacy tech giants see this coming. They realize the visual dashboard just doesn't matter as much anymore. The API is the true user interface for this massive incoming wave of bots. Look at what Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce, said recently. When the head of one of the biggest enterprise software companies on the planet says their entire platform is now exposed as APIs and MCPs, and that the API is their UI, yeah, you know a tectonic shift is officially underway.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought to ponder as you look at your own products, your own startups, and your day-to-day workflows. Is your app truly open for business to agents, or are your doors only open to humans? The agents are out there right now, literally waiting to consume your software. The only question is, are you going to let them in? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I hope this gave you a clear, actionable roadmap for surviving and thriving in the age of autonomous agents.